In the rolling hills of Andalusia, a young shepherd named Santiago tends his flock. His life is simple but satisfying, until a repeating dream begins to haunt him. In the dream, a child appears and tells him that a treasure awaits near the Egyptian pyramids. Confused and curious, Santiago seeks out a gypsy fortune-teller, who urges him to pursue the dream, claiming that treasures are real for those bold enough to chase them. Santiago's life takes a sharper turn when he meets a mysterious old man, Melchizedek, the king of Salem. The old king introduces Santiago to the idea of a personal legend, the one true purpose each person is destined to fulfill. Melchizedek explains that when you truly desire something, the entire universe conspires to help you achieve it. Before departing, the king gives Santiago 2 magical stones, Urim and Thummim, to help him interpret omens. Inspired but nervous, Santiago sells his flock and sets sail across the sea to Tangier, North Africa, hoping to find his treasure. But upon arriving, he is immediately robbed, left penniless and alone in a foreign land. It would be easy to give up. Yet Santiago decides to stay and rebuild. He finds work at a crystal shop, helping a struggling merchant improve his business. Through innovation and hard work, Santiago revitalizes the shop and earns enough money to continue his journey. At this point, Santiago faces a choice: return home wealthy and comfortable, or risk everything to chase a dream that might not even exist. He chooses the dream. Joining a caravan crossing the Sahara Desert, Santiago meets an Englishman obsessed with alchemy, the mystical science of turning lead into gold. The Englishman speaks of the alchemist, a powerful man who possesses the secrets of the universe. Intrigued, Santiago studies alchemy and learns about the idea of the soul of the world, the spiritual force that binds all things together. The caravan eventually arrives at a lush oasis, a neutral ground amidst the harsh desert. Here, Santiago meets Fatima, a woman of the desert, and immediately falls deeply in love. Their connection is instant and profound. Santiago is torn: should he stay with Fatima and abandon his quest? Fatima, embodying the wisdom of the desert, urges him to continue. True love, she says, never stops a man from pursuing his destiny. As Santiago interprets omens in the desert, like hawks fighting in the sky, he foresees an attack on the oasis. Warning the elders, he earns their respect and saves the community. This act brings him face to face with the legendary alchemist himself. The alchemist agrees to guide Santiago to the pyramids, but first, he must teach him one final truth: true alchemy is about spiritual transformation, not just changing metals. The real gold is the discovery of one's true self. Their journey is fraught with danger. Captured by warring tribes, Santiago must prove his connection to the soul of the world. In a moment of transcendence, he transforms himself into the wind, demonstrating the limitless power of one who lives in harmony with the universe. Amazed, the tribesmen free him, and Santiago continues on. At last, Santiago reaches the Egyptian pyramids. He falls to his knees, weeping with gratitude. As he digs in the sand, searching for treasure, a group of robbers appears. They beat him and mock him. One thief, unaware of the irony, shares that he too once had a dream of treasure, but it was buried far away, beneath a tree in Spain. Santiago's heart leaps. The true treasure was back home all along, where his journey first began. He returns to Spain, to the ruined church where he had his first dream. Digging under the sycamore tree, Santiago unearths a chest filled with gold coins and jewels. But more importantly, Santiago has found something greater than riches. He has fulfilled his personal legend, discovered the treasure within himself, and unlocked the secrets of the soul of the world. And with that, he dreams once more of returning to Fatima, where his true heart waits. Santiago's journey across deserts and dreams isn't just the tale of a shepherd boy seeking gold, it's a mirror held up to our own lives. Because beneath the sands of The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho hides treasures far richer than coins or jewels. At the heart of the story lies a simple but powerful truth. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. Santiago's dream of treasure is more than a literal goal. It represents the fire in all of us, that quiet voice whispering of something more. But dreams demand courage. Along the way, Santiago loses everything: his money, his comfort, even his sense of direction. And yet, he continues. Because the journey toward our dreams is often a path of trial. And only those who keep walking, despite the storm, ever reach the sun. Melchizedek calls it the personal legend, the unique destiny meant only for you. Every soul, Coelho writes, is born knowing its legend. But as we grow older, fears take over. Responsibilities, doubts, the opinions of others, they weigh us down like stones in our pockets. Santiago reminds us that destiny isn't always clear, it reveals itself through signs, through intuition, through persistence. And it waits patiently, until we are ready to listen. Throughout his journey, Santiago begins to notice something, a thread that connects all life, from the desert winds to the beating of his heart. The alchemists called it the soul of the world. It's the idea that nothing is truly separate. That our joys and fears ripple out into the cosmos. When Santiago learns to speak this silent language of omens, symbols, and soul, the world begins to respond. It's a reminder, we are not alone. The universe feels with us, moves with us, and waits for us to awaken. Real treasure, we learn, is not what we find, but who we become in the process. Santiago starts as a simple shepherd. But with each step, from crystal shops to ancient pyramids, from heartbreak to revelation, he transforms. Slowly, he sheds the layers of who he thought he was, and uncovers who he truly is. Just like base metal becoming gold, he undergoes a personal alchemy. And that, perhaps, is the real magic. The desert Santiago crosses is not just sand and sun. It's silence. Emptiness. A test. It strips him bare, no distractions, no safety nets. Only instinct and will. But in that stillness, he learns to listen, to omens, to the wind, to his heart. The desert becomes his teacher. Harsh, but honest. The alchemist himself is not just a wise man in robes. He's a symbol of wisdom, of faith, of mastery over the self. He doesn't give Santiago treasure, he helps him find the tools to discover it on his own. The alchemist is the voice within us that says, "You already have the power. You just need to believe." And what about the treasure? Buried back where it all began, under the tree in Spain? It's the final message of the book. That what we seek out there often lies within. That the journey is not about acquiring, it's about remembering. The gold, the jewels, they were just a metaphor. The real reward? Wisdom. Love. Faith. Self-knowledge. Santiago thought he was chasing a dream. But in truth, the dream was guiding him toward himself. The alchemist teaches us that life is a journey of remembering our purpose, our connection, our power. And perhaps the greatest treasure of all is this: to live with courage, to trust the signs, and to never stop walking toward the dream that lives in your heart.